Welcome, welcome to Grown Men Chopping It Up with JRYDHA and Kerry Witta K. This is a grown-up place for grown-up talk. Put the kids to bed and crank up the volume. And let's get to it.
Today's podcast is brought to you by anal chugging. It's apparently done by college students where a person takes the keg tube, shoves it up their butt, turns it on, shooting beer into their colon. I don't think regular people should try that, but college students do it. They say the lining of your colon is super absorbent, so you get drunk in a shorter amount of time.
Right. I've heard of people taking tampons and they soak them in vodka or gin and then they shove them on their butt.
Fucking alcoholics.
Well, that makes it goes directly into your bloodstream.
Good Lord.
So it skips their colon or whatever, your liver. It skips that part.
What's wrong with people? They can't just drink a beer like you used to.
Obviously not.
Give that beer in my ass.
Yeah, that's a little overdoing it. Who wants to get that drunk?
Apparently college students.
They want it immediately. No time to waste.
Give me the beer.
So, another podcast.
All right, we back at it.
Yeah. So, let's jump in it. You want to start?
Sure, I'll give it a try.
Old college track.
You know what I'm saying? Well, my first topic is 10 signs that she's using you. If you don't know by now, I'm going to tell you.
You're going to help them out.
That's right. The first one is you don't know any of her family and friends. You ain't met nobody. You know, you don't meet the mama. Although mamas be in on the bullshit sometimes.
Right.
You know, my mama would pretend like fuck. But you don't know any of her family or friends. So, you know, she's she's keeping you away from them.
Right.
Number 2 is she gets mad at materialistic issues. Like her phone gets cut off because you didn't pay the bill. Her car breaks down. She just gets extra mad at materialistic stuff.
But that's something to be extra mad at.
Well, she could have paid the phone bill.
Well, why would she pay the phone bill? She's using you.
All right. That's what you were for, right?
All right.
Number 3, she never likes to stay in. She always want to go to lavish restaurants and have scungili, shit that she can't even pronounce. Because I bet girls that try to use dudes for expensive food never eat like that on their own.
Right, yeah. I remember somebody did that to me when I was young. I was in my 20s. I was like, you know, let's go out. Let's go to dinner. She's like, well, I always go to Crest Station. And I was like, okay, what do you order? And she couldn't say.
Wow.
Because she had really never been. So I thought that was like, oh, I'm not taking you there.
That's a sign that she's using you. And it doesn't... See, girls have it in their head that if you go to McDonald's or Burger King, that is not a date. If that's what you eat, that's what you eat.
Right.
I mean, Burger King has some good shit.
Yeah, it's a good way to kill her.
Exactly. You can get fat around her heart. No.
Right.
She can have them chicken fries. That's good ass food. Let's eat some chicken fries. Number 4, she does what she wants no matter what you feel about it. She gonna go to that white party and wear one piece of clothing whether you like it or not.
Right. What's one piece of clothing mean?
Like a bikini.
You so country. She wear one piece of cotton. You want one piece of cotton.
One piece and some beauty supply slippers. Number 5, she has an unusual interest in one of your friends.
Unusual?
Yeah, like, you know, she always tell Kerry to come. Why?
He don't even like ice skating.
See, tell him to come in. What's Kerry doing today? No. Keep her away from him.
Okay.
There are friends that you trust with your life, but not your wife. Keep her away from that nigga. Number 6, she changes depending on who's around. Like, her whole attitude changes.
Like she's nice to you when nobody's around, and then when other people are around, she doesn't even like you.
She treats you like shit. Go get me a glass of water, bitch. She slap you on the ass and send you to the store. It's ridiculous. Number 7, she's constantly demanding space.
Oh.
Give me some room. I can't breathe. You always on me.
That couldn't be always bad.
Well, if my girl wants some space, I just move the furniture around a little bit. Fuck you mean?
She wants some space, just hit her in the head. Do you see stars?
Those go in space.
Is that enough space for you?
Number 8, she doesn't open up to you about her life. She should be comfortable feeling vulnerable with you. So you don't know nothing about her past. You know, you don't know shit. She keeping you on the surface. She's what they call dealing with you with a long handled spoon.
Right.
You don't want no girl like that. You want to know shit, so you can know how to treat her. If she's used to being a cum bucket, why should you treat her any better?
Right.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Right.
Don't let her in over her head.
Right.
It's like, wait, you're the cum bucket. You're not the arm candy.
No.
I got to know which model you are.
Oh, okay.
If you're the XO, Change-O, Dupli, you know what I'm saying? I got to know which one. I got one of those too.
Which flavor do you have?
It's Cuban.
I know, but there's a bunch of them.
Oh, is that that's the other thing.
Yeah, that's Cuban.
Oh, man.
They have different flavors.
Oh, I got a real one.
You can have that. What do you mean it's a real one? That's a real nigga.
I mean a real cigar.
Oh, no, that's cologne.
Hey, that smells good too.
Yeah, you can have it, man.
I'm with that.
All right, sorry to interrupt your thing.
Came up. Number 9, nags and complains about everything.
Okay.
She has a sense of self-entitlement. Like everything come out of her mouth is a complaint. We don't do this. We don't do that. We out of milk. You didn't buy no toilet paper. Stop wiping your ass so much. Which is a problem when you dealing with girls with big booties. You run out of toilet paper.
Oh, because bigger booties take more toilet paper?
Exactly.
Small booties don't need the same amount?
Oh, no. Small booties don't need that much.
Okay, because the doo-doo goes down the channel and rubs against her legs?
Well, see, since the booty is so big, she got to wipe the inside of the cheeks, too.
Right, because the doo-doo slid down the cheeks.
Exactly.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. You get a bitch a wet wipe.
She needs to just get in the bath.
The last one is never offers to pay for anything. She don't reach for her wallet for shit. Wherever y'all go somewhere, she look at you when they ring it up.
Right.
It's like, that would be $25. She look at you like, I'm not getting my nails done.
Right. Exactly.
My nails are fine.
Right.
But that's it. 10 signs that she's using you.
What about if you go out and, as the guy, you really don't have a lot of money, but you go out anyway, and then when the bill comes, the two girls throw $100 on the table.
And you feel all embarrassed.
And you feel embarrassed because you put your $3.79.
Because you was taking too long trying to come up with the money.
Right.
And he's like, take this.
Right.
Never saw him again.
That was really an embarrassing moment.
It was. It was a realization, too, to not get in over your head no matter what they say.
No matter what you say.
Because she kept saying, oh, no, you got to get something to eat. Like, oh, shit.
Nah, we good.
I just want some water.
Yeah, some chips.
I think that's why Planet Hollywood ain't down there no more.
Right. So we'll explain that story another time. So, give us the list again real quick for a recap for these dudes that's out there or women out there. If you're in this situation.
Yeah, it could be either or.
Yeah.
Number 1, you don't know her family and friends. Okay. Number 2, gets mad at materialistic issues. Number 3, never likes to stay in, wants to go to lavish restaurants where she can't pronounce any of the food.
Right.
Number 4, does what they want no matter what you feel about it. Number 5, an unusual interest in one of your friends. Hey, tell your girl Laura to come over here. Why, nigga? Number 6, she changes depending on who's around. Number 7, constantly demanding space. Just move the furniture around in the house. Number 8, doesn't open up to you about their life, and they should be vulnerable with you if anybody. Number 9, nags and complains and feels a sense of self-entitlement. And number 10, never offers to pay for anything.
Not nothing. Not
a piece of gum.
Not a piece of gum. Okay, so look. Somebody just called me with this scenario. So, it's a female. She's dating a guy. He doesn't let her pay for anything.
Wow.
and she has a problem with that.
He beats women. Any guy I've known like that beats women.
And I said, and she's mad because she feels like they're in a relationship and she wants to pay for stuff. And I said, that's one of the stupidest problems I've ever heard.
People would beg for that problem.
Right. I'm like, if that is what he likes, everybody got their quirks. It could be the other way around. All he wants is you to pay for everything.
Right. He started backing up when the bill comes.
Right. And I'm like, I don't think that that's something you should have a problem with. Her point was they're in a relationship. It needs to be 50-50. I was like, you got to be careful when you start throwing around them kind of numbers.
Yeah.
Because 50-50 could be really bad for you. But, I mean, what do you think about that? Is that, how do you feel about your girl? If she wanted to pay for something, would you have a problem with it?
No. In fact, whenever we go somewhere, it just matters who digs in their pocket first.
Well, because the money's technically coming from the same...
It's in the same pot.
It's in the same pot,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. And that's the way we look at it. If I got paid for the meal, I mean, we still say thank you. Like, hey, thank you for taking me out to dinner if she pays for it. But the couples that are even with each other never have that problem. But in her instance, I think she should look into other things that he might be doing, because that is a sign of somebody that's controlling. Like, if he's controlling in another area, then that's a problem. If he's still cool everywhere else, then that's just what he likes to do.
But, I mean, if he doesn't... I mean, that could just be his upbringing. That could just be anything. I mean, I don't understand. How is that a problem that the person is like, hey, I feel like I don't want like to be treated by people. What's wrong with that?
Maybe she feels like he's trying to buy her love.
I don't think it's that. I mean, it was just a genuine, feeling some kind of ways behind it.
Well, maybe she's number 9. She nags and complains. She's a nagging and complaining ass.
I just said, like, I think that out of every issue to have in a relationship, that's not a bad one to have.
Wow. That's not at all. It's probably, I mean, if she said that to other women, they'd be waiting to take him from her. Oh, you got a problem with that? Like, I don't have a problem. You can buy anything you want with me.
Man. Right. Exactly. All right, let's get into my first question. Text went out. It says, what role does physical attraction play in whether or not you pursue a relationship? Have you ever dated somebody outside your normal type? And did you change your type? What about you? Have you ever dated anybody out of your what you consider that you like?
Yes.
Did it
It made me regret it. Because that bitch ate too much. Imagine taking a fat girl to the movies. You know how when you take a girl to the movies, she never wants any popcorn. Ever. And if she does, you get her a separate bag. This fat bitch. She say, no, I don't want any popcorn, and proceeds to eat mine. It's like, I would have got you your own popcorn. Who the fuck does that? She pulling out hot dogs out of her pocket and shit. It's crazy. So that was out of my normal range. Stick to the women you could lift.
So I did it in a couple different ones. So I dated somebody that I was physically attracted to, but I wasn't mentally attracted to. And that was fine until you want to have conversations.
Oh, wow.
And so then that relationship didn't work. So then I was like, well, I'm going to go the opposite. I was somebody that I was mentally attracted to, but I wasn't physically attracted to. And that both of these lasted about a year.
That's a long time.
And then after that, you're just like, fuck, every time to turn around, she looked like SpongeBob.
But she's so smart.
Yes, but we can have good conversations. So I think that, if you date somebody that you're not physically attracted to or mentally attracted to, I think that it plays a role down when you have different kind of arguments, like they go to the store and get sugar-free Jell-O.
Wow.
Like, why did you even get Jell-O?
Jello's supposed to be bad.
But you know what I mean? And it's just, I think then now you're mad about sugar-free Jello. No, you're not mad about sugar-free Jello. You're just mad about other stuff, and you're using that was the catalyst that just pushed you right over the top.
Right, and when it comes to physicality, in a long-term relationship, if you're all together when you get old, everyone's not going to be shaped the same.
Right, it's going to change anyway.
There's stuff you're not going to be able to do. We're going to just look at a fat ass at that age.
Right. Yeah, so, So person one said, physical attraction is important. They have to have swag or if it's a rap. But swag is different things for everybody. Am not into looks or body type. If he's smart, kind, and caring. But for some, it's all about physical. So what she's saying is that if he's smart, kind, and caring, that's all she needs.
And that's swag to her.
Right.
I've never seen any 80-year-old dudes with swag.
There is some.
They all wear those ugly ass brown polyester pants.
That dude, Mr. Take Your Grandma.
He has swag.
Right
there, damn. Make me want to work out.
Person number 2. These days, it plays a strong role. I need to be physically attracted to my mate and find him sexy. Yes, I have dated outside my preference a lot, but the relationship sometimes suffers due to the attraction. So what she's saying is now it plays a. She's a little older too, so she's like she did it before, but after a while, every time she saw the beer belly coming at her, she was just like, "Fuck that."
That's crazy.
Okay, person 3. Attraction is not just physical. The personality attached to the body is more important to me. I've always had guys that were fit and basically smaller than me. But if a bigger dude was to treat me how I wanted to be treated, it makes me feel good at the same time, I would be open to a relationship with him. I've had a guy approach me who is not my average type, but considering the feeling that I got when dealing with him, I'd be open with being with somebody larger than me. What about you? Did you date somebody that was larger than you?
Well, the problem is when you're eating pussy with a girl with a fupa. It's like you feel like you're snorkeling.
What's a fupa?
This is a fat upper pussy area. You can't. It's like you gotta hold it up to eat, because if you eating pussy and her fat is covering your nose, you can't. You ain't breathing properly.
You're gonna die.
Yeah, you sound like you got sleep apnea trying to eat it.
Well, maybe if you turn her like upside down, where the fat goes down, then you could try that.
If you have her sitting on your face, it's like Jabba the Hutt. It's covering your whole head. It'd be a crime scene.
So no bigger than you.
No, never.
What about tall? You ever dated like a 6'3" girl, 6'4"?
Yeah,
That seems weird.
The problem with tall girls is they like tall guys. I'm only 5'11".
Yeah. Okay. Person 4. Physical attraction is big. You need to like looking at the person you're with. Not really date outside of my type and what appeals to me. Yeah, I do think that's important to like the person that you date. And I think that when you see people and they like they're not having sex in their relationship and it's just something that just passes and nobody's tripping and it's just no big deal, I think it's just because they don't have that physical attraction.
That's true.
You know, if you don't look at the person you with at all times like, I could take you down at any moment, I don't think it's worth to be in a relationship.
Yeah, you gotta threaten them. Girl, I will fuck you.
Person 5. Physical attraction is about a third of what determines if I pursue a relationship or not. Honestly, a person's internal qualities, matter more to me, like his honesty, work ethic, communication skills, and values, morals. I've dated someone outside my normal type because they possess the internal qualities that I value. It didn't change the fact that I prefer tall men. I just am and will be open-minded in dating because one could miss out on something great because too stuck on physical attributes.
So she want a tall man and a short guy's body.
But what she's saying is that, personal internal qualities matter more. But I think that's bullshit. Like, people say that kind of shit and they mess with that and they choose those people, but then they're cheating. They got side people.
Yeah.
You know, like, you got a smart dude, but you're fucking a drug dealer.
Yeah, great personality only gets you so far.
Okay. Good morning. I think physical attraction is important. I don't have an abnormal type, so I don't have to change my type. I don't have abnormal type. What the hell does that mean?
What's an abnormal type?
Right.
She like dudes with one arm?
Yeah, so I don't know. So to wrap it up, I just think that physical attraction is important, and I think sometimes people downplay it. And like they said, oh, I go for these eternal qualities. And, you know, guys know this too as far as playing the long game. You know, if you're at a work environment where you guys are kind of closed off, or a church, or you'll see mismatched couples. Mm-hmm. And because it's like they have so much time that it's easier for the person to get in. But then they're not happy. You know, you see the dudes at the bar don't want to go home, or always want to hang with a homeboy, or all these girls doing these girl trips. Why does everybody have a girl trip? Like, why can't y'all do a co-ed trip? Why does it just have to be girls? Right. It's because the other people fucking with people that they don't want to be with, so they're just dragging their girls along to cover for them so they can go do hoish shit.
And fuck somebody with an accent.
Right.
I think them dudes overseas never get tired of these American bitches going there. Oh, we got another boat full.
Penis party.
And they just walk up to the dock with their dick out.
Who's gonna get this? So yeah, I think that, you know, I think it does need the complete package. You need to be physically and mentally attracted to the person. Yeah. Don't shortcut yourself, because in the long run, it's not worth it.
Yeah, because you can only put up with the act so long.
Yeah, you only fake for so long.
You being gave up all that pussy. You don't really like him. That's a whole year's pussy you gave him.
Right. You could have saved some of that. All right, that's my topic.
All right. Well, my next topic is about a female part.
Female part.
Now, this is a lot of guys may not know what this part is, but I'll try to describe it to you. It's called the labia. Now, there's an inner labia and an outer labia, which is the lips of a woman's vagina. Mm-hmm. Now, there's pictures floating around of women who have outer labia that look like mud flaps, or bat wings, or butterfly wings. Okay. And the thing the guys get mixed up is if they see a vagina that looks that way, they think, oh, that pussy is worn out. But I'm here to tell you that is not the case, because a woman's labia have nothing to do with the tightness of her vagina. Now, the vagina is a muscle in itself, and it doesn't stretch with the amount of sex you have. She could fuck 1,000 times, and her pussy is going to be the way it is anyway. The labia has no bearing on that at all. So it stretches. Here's the thing. It stretches and gets loose when a woman is comfortable and turned on. So just because it's not tight doesn't mean that it's bad, because it gets wet and gets bigger to accommodate your little dick. So, and the other thing about it is the pussy contracts when it's not comfortable and she's not really turned on, because even the uterus plays a part in this. If a woman is comfortable, her uterus moves up out of the way to allow more room for your little dick. So if you feel like if you guys are having sex and it's not comfortable for her, you'll actually feel the difference, because her uterus will not shift, and it would be like you're hitting bottom, and that's what you think you're doing.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry about a Rick Ross break.
Hello.
What's up with your boy?
What up, Smoke?
What's up with you, man? Where you at?
At the crib. Me and Kerry recording right now.
Oh, like that there?
Yeah, we was wondering when you was gonna hit us.
Man, I hit you earlier today, but you didn't get my missed call?
Nope.
I was wondering what happened with you.
You don't love your boy no more.
Got my moves.
What's up with him?
I'm about to go to this rehearsal right now. At the mom's church, it's a rehearsal dinner. Then after that, man, I was trying to touch base with you. I got beat with me and everything. Real smoke.
Yeah. I shoot you my address.
Yeah, that's what's up. How far? Where you at now?
Rodale.
Rodale.
Right down the street from your mom's house, basically. Right where y'all had breakfast at. You didn't invite me to.
Wow.
He said it wasn't enough food.
It's like, yep, right down. I'm like 2 minutes from there. I could have had some of that delicious food too.
Oh man, that's crazy. Hey, well, BJ, man. Yeah. Oh man. Dang, I didn't know you was that close, dog.
Yep, right down the street.
I would have invited
You
you.
ain't got no missed call from me.
No. It's cool though. I get it. You know,
Thank you. Your phone janky, cuz I hit you up.
man, I was hungry too.
We got to, I got to, you definitely got to shoot me your address, man.
Yeah. Just the rehearsal that's in the city.
No, that's here in Richmond.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's all good.
That's here in Richmond.
Yeah, hit me when you're done.
Yeah, I am, but I wanted to bring my brother to you because I can't have him with me at the rehearsal. But I might have to take him to the bar station.
Why you can't go to the Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it's one of those performance type things.
Oh, okay.
You know, mom's reservation.
All right, back to the scheduled program.
So I was talking about labia and how a woman's uterus does shift out of the way when she's comfortable and doesn't when she's uncomfortable. So, don't be so hard on these women with their labia like bat wings. They need love too.
So you're saying if you look at it and it looks all crazy and the lips look like they've been chewed up, it's not because she's been sleeping around. But if she does sleep around, can that still happen?
Well, if she sleeps around, whether her labia look like pastrami or not, it doesn't matter. It's not making a huge difference. That's just how her pussy's constructed. And if she's had children, her pussy's been through a little trauma already.
Right.
So, so the inner vagina is going to be the size of whatever a vagina is. The outside may have taken a little beating. From that little boy's big ass head.
Oh. But then, it's just genetics how it looks.
Yeah, it's genetics.
But then, like, sometimes when you see the girls that's in pornos, it just look like roast beef.
Yeah,
But they can get those lips and stuff cut off, right?
They can if they wanted to be that damn shallow. leave that shit alone.
But I mean, it's nice to have a pretty pussy than one that looks like a bomb went off.
Well, I don't think there's any such thing as a pretty pussy. Pussies are ugly.
No, that's not true. That's definitely not true.
Pussies look like a goddamn wound.
When there can be a pretty pussy. Now, there's some definitely ugly pussies. So, yeah, I knew a girl, and she had, like, the extra, like, meat on it. But it was kind of cool. Because it kind of gave you, like, extra shit rubbing on you. I didn't have a problem with it.
You start wrapping it around yourself.
Yeah, I mean, you almost could. It was like a blanket.
And you can pull on it with your lips.
But, yeah, she had extra meat. See? And, It wasn't that bad. I mean, like I said, it was actually kind of cool because it's usually like a little different temperature because it's kind of out, so it's kind of cooler.
It's cooler.
Yeah,
with your cooler lips.
But you didn't want to eat it though,
right?
Because it just kind of I don't know.
So like if you put your mouth on it, the lips were like touching your ears.
But then that was cool on cold nights.
Wow.
You know what I mean? It's like earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
So, I mean, I don't know.
It just matters what their preference is. But, I mean, I think younger dudes worry about what a pussy looks like anyway and aren't just happy to be getting something.
Yeah, I think it's like, like you said, the whole perception that, society, more stuff that society puts on women.
See?
But I guess it's no different than circumcision.
Yeah, exactly. Because some women are afraid of uncircumcised penises when really there's nothing wrong with your dick having a coat on.
I mean, they just don't want dick looking like Assassin's Creed.
Hey, if a brother got a turtleneck on his dick, it's okay. It's actually, I've read about that. It's actually safer to have a brother with a turtleneck on his dick.
So he won't catch a cold?
Goddamn right, see? It keeps the bacteria out, but it can keep the bacteria in if you don't clean yourself properly.
Seems like too much work.
Yeah, I know, right?
I wonder with the girl, like, can she take the lips and, like, cover up the clit?
She give her clit a raincoat.
I don't know. It just seems like it would get in the way if they had.
You know what gets in the way is clit rings. Clit rings get in the way. They have no purpose.
I wonder. Yeah.
It's like you're scared to mess with them, and it's right on the clit, so it's in the fucking way.
I don't know. I don't have a clit ring. Yours gets in the way.
Mine fell out.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because I think there is a definite stigmatism that goes along. So how do you know if it has been beat up? If you can't tell by the lips, then how do you know?
Well, if you put your dick in there and she goes, ah.
But I think even with that, with all the tricks that girls know.
Yeah, vinegar and water.
Yeah. And then they even have a surgery they do. Oh, I watched it on Atlanta Housewives.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, with Cindy. Mm-hmm. She put the laser in the cooch.
Yeah, and it burned on the way out.
Yeah. And that rejuvenates the walls. I wonder how it does that. What, it takes off a layer of skin or something?
It burned up her walls.
And then it just heals?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Sorry, my phone just keeps ringing.
Yeah, so I mean, I think to not give the women a stigma about their vaginas, just leave it like it is. Because surgery and things like that can go wrong. If something goes wrong, you fucked up.
Right.
And if you put something hot in your pussy, you might seal it closed. Then you ain't getting nothing in there. It should just be closed for
But
business.
I think women should, get the little mommy makeover. Like after they have kids, they go in there and they cut the lips and make it look nice, and they do the thing, and nothing's wrong with that.
Well, they're liable to do that anyway after they break up with you. They're not gonna do it while they're in a relationship. They ain't gonna do shit. They're just gonna sit there and get fat and eat Cheetos. And then when y'all break up is when she starts fixing herself. You'd be like, I've been asking you to do this shit the whole time.
And you wait.
Fucked up, left me out. But that's part of my rant, so I'll hold it.
All right, man. I mean, we can go into the rant.
Okay, well, shit, the rant. Today's writer's rant is about women and weight.
Okay.
How when you're in a relationship, she's gaining what they call relationship weight. Woman in a relationship happy will gain some weight.
Okay.
Now, if something goes wrong with your relationship, all of a sudden, she wants to go work out. And she wants to start wearing makeup, get her hair done differently, and all this other shit. When you say to yourself, how come you didn't do that when we were in a relationship? That's crazy. The other thing is women that start out, they be like 400 pounds, and then they decide in their 30s or 40s that, I think I want to lose some weight now. They lose all that weight, and then they start talking about, you're beautiful no matter what size you are. No, you weren't beautiful when you was 400 pounds. Don't try to say that shit now. It shouldn't matter what size you are. Well, if it didn't matter, why'd you lose the weight? If it don't matter so much, you could have stayed 400 pounds.
Right.
So then, they get all philosophical and shit, but then they're actually just a fat girl on the inside.
Okay.
They're still fat on the inside. Although they may have lost all the weight, they still have the qualities of that big woman.
Okay.
So I think that's wrong, and they should be that fervent. They should have the same energy they had when they was 400 pounds that they have now.
Right. Okay. I can see that. But the same thing, now you got to do the same thing goes for guys, right?
Well, see, guys, we don't put a stigma on ourselves because of weight. That's their problem.
Okay.
We make up good things about like baller belly and things like that. So we don't really put a stigma on each other. It's just women put a stigma on women because they're so damn judgmental. I never look across at a dude and go, that nigga hella fat. Because what does it matter? It doesn't matter at all.
Right. I mean, that's what I always said. Like, I remember I did a post on Facebook and I said I hate weaves. And people lost their mind. And then the girls was like, well, why are you picking on us? Because society says we need X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. And I said, what does society say men need? Mm-hmm. Like, a man doesn't have to have any hair. He doesn't have to have no six-pack. Nope. He doesn't have to have any of these things. But the one thing he does need is money. Yeah,
that evens the playing field.
Right. So, but... And they were so upset with me, like I was attacking them. And I said, wonder if your dude doesn't like weaves.
If he wants it all natural.
So the thing is, it's not for us. So that's the same thing you're saying about losing weight. When you guys break up, she's not losing weight for men. She's losing weight for women.
Yep. And then it's a vicious cycle because once she loses that weight, she gets in another relationship and gains it back. It's a serious yo-yo effect.
Right.
So just, the men love you the way you are. If he complains about it, he's not working out with you, hey, that's his problem.
Mm. So your rant is fat people need to stop having relationships.
Fat women need to stop being so judgmental. Because they fat on the inside when they lose the weight.
All right. Hey, so hit us up where?
Anywhere you want to. Grown Men Chopping It Up at gmail.com. Uh-huh. We're on Instagram at Grown Men Chopping It Up. Let's see. We're on iTunes. We're not on Stitcher because I don't like that place. But we're lots of places. We're iHeartRadio. Uh-huh. And that's about it.
All right. Till next week.
Next week.
Peace. So that concludes our show tonight. We know there's a lot of podcasts you could be listening to.
And should be listening to.
So we thank you for riding with us. I'm JRYDHA.
And I'm Kerry Witta K. Make sure you look us up on Facebook or Instagram or get at us on grownmenchoppingitup at gmail.com. That's spelled out GROWNMENCHOPPINGITUP. And remember, everybody kneeling ain't praying.
Peace.